Or you stand out from our conversation with Chris Lemonis?
Honestly, the comments about the portal, because that's surprising to me. It's surprising when I look at
that they're not going to go heavy
State team. Yeah, when you look at this team next year, you're going to lose Hancock, Tanner, Cam
Yeager.
James, obviously Yeager. Obviously, you're going to lose Landon Sims. Cumbus will be gone. You haven't had any success with any of the guys you've run out there in center field. You need to fill that spot. I mean, you got a lot of big holes to fill.
Did he say he wasn't going to, or that he doesn't want to? Because I feel like those might end up being two different things.
He said that they would be active in the portal, but he didn't. We talked about not building through a program through the portal. I mean, I get that, I get that, but at the same time, I feel like next year you got to be a little more active than normal in the portal, because you got some big spots to fill. You need impact players next season.
Rotation, all three guys back.
Yeah,
Brandon Smith, Preston Johnson,
obviously,
Cade Smith.
No, Brandon Smith. I don't think Brandon Smith has any eligibility left. I think this is it for him. I could be wrong. Let me double check that. Cade Smith is obviously back. Preston Johnson should be gone next year.
Okay.
And then Casey Hunt, I would expect him to be. I mean, he's draft eligible, so I would expect him to go. All right, let's see here. Brandon
So Preston
Smith
Johnson is just a junior,
a senior. Right, but he'd be draft eligible.
Okay. And you think goes high enough that probably makes that jump?
I mean, I think so. I mean, yeah.
Brandon Smith has played, the 19, 20, 21, and now 22 seasons.
Yeah, he's a senior.
Sure. Which there's an extra year in there if he wants it.
Right.
If he wants it and if they want it.
I think they would want it, but I mean, that's a guy I think could get drafted. I mean, he strikes me as a guy who can pitch at the next level.
Yeah. Porky, anything for you stand out?
Hey, you guys touched on it. We do get a message that says portal is usually disgruntled players, not a good sign. I disagree with that.
Maybe used to be. I don't think that's what it is anymore.
What are you talking about, man? The best player on State's team is from the portal.
Yeah, especially when you are a program like a Mississippi State. Because as we reference all the time, it's not just buttering the programs here up. There's, 5 other college baseball programs that care the way they do here? I mean, there are very few places where on a Saturday afternoon you can play in front of 13,000 people. In fact, there's 2 others. In all of college baseball, there's 2 other places where that phenomenon exists. And so if you're a guy that is paying your own way to go to Mercer, and you've got a chance to go play in front of that and elevate your competition level, that doesn't mean you're disgruntled. It means there's an opportunity that you can seize to go there. You're seeing it in football. Ole Miss has a linebacker none of you have ever heard of because he has been an elite player at Central Michigan. And now there's an opportunity for him to go play in the SEC and show the NFL, I'm not just good for Central Michigan. I'm good, so pick me. Doesn't mean he wasn't unhappy at a place like Central Michigan. It means there's an opportunity to go play in the best league in America. So, yes, there are some disgruntled players that hit the portal. Those aren't the guys that Chris Lemonis is going to sign anyway, if he goes down that road. It's going to be the guy that can really play, that is coming from a place like Mercer or elsewhere to elevate their opportunity.
Or even, programs that lose their coach. And maybe the new coach doesn't find a new job. And so you got guys who just want to go. I mean, obviously it's not the same because Jay Johnson went to LSU, but he got a couple of some of their best players, including, Jacob Berry, who's just mashing home runs all over the yard down there in Baton Rouge. So there's players to be had. Do we want to be real honest for a second? When Bianco at the end of this season is let go at Ole Miss, and that's likely to what happened, there could be players. There's players on that roster State offered, that State recruited. You could see a couple of Rebels make the move to Starkville.
And whoever the new guy is would I mean, you saw it at LSU. Bring his kids with him.
Yeah.
Why do you think LSU I mean, they're not particularly good, but why do you think they mash the way they do?
But they would be a lot worse without those
Yes.
players.
Yeah. And it won't be wholesale, but, 2 or 3.
No, I'm not saying the whole roster is going anywhere. But, I mean, who's Ole Miss's third baseman? Is he available to come next year? That's somebody State would probably
Justin
be
Bench.
Bench, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I know Gonzalez
that's the thing.
is short.
Ole Miss's roster is going to look a lot different regardless of who's coaching this team next year because Justin Bench will be gone at third base / center field. Tim Elko will be gone at first base. Hayden Leatherwood will be gone. I would imagine that Hayden Dunhurst will be gone. Gonzalez will he'll be a junior, a draft-eligible junior that probably will be the top-ranked shortstop in America going into next season.
Right.
Chatagnier, I don't know. I mean, I assume he'll be back.
Where's he going to go?
Yeah.
I mean,
but Gonzalez is the guy that you talk
McCants
about
is draft
being
eligible.
hot. You talk about Gonzalez. I mean, he's going to be a hot target in the portal because teams are going to reach out. They're like, hey, Bianco's gone. You want to, if you're looking for a change of scenery, we can certainly make a move.
Yeah.
Tampering? No. Nobody does that.
Yes. Yes, they do. Although there's less of that in baseball. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but there is significantly less of that in baseball. I mean, good grief.
I'd agree with that.
Generally speaking, teams they stop recruiting players once they commit somewhere. And that usually happens for elite players as a sophomore or a junior. Freshman or sophomore.
8th, 9th grade.
It's early.
I'm just waiting for somebody to blow that practice up.
It has already happened. And his name is Vitello. About the only guy in the SEC that actively